it's you. Yeah. You're gone, you're gone. I'm not your prisoner in your cold war anymore. Oh no. But I have a feeling that we never really move on from our past. Sometimes I just wanna go back, try to make it.
G'day, folks. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Welcome aboard. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm so gracious. Thank you for popping on board, folks. It's Sean from the Down Under Cruises. Welcome aboard to Humpday. Okay, in the chat, young Mr. Nick, 188 days till his flights. Mate, well, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Good news is we've got a whole lot of things happening today. We're going to be talking about 86 days to go until... What's going on? Cruise Day! So, yes, okay. So we'll have Cruise Day in 86 days. Cannot wait. Well, folks, it's the 20th of July. For those of you across the pond, just starting. For those of us this side of the pond, just finishing. And we've got some interesting news. This week, we've had a couple of difficult times, shall we say. Two cruise ships, both pulled into Sydney. And because they both pulled into Sydney, we had a couple of issues. Okay, one left Brisbane, and Brisbane didn't make any stink about it. That was the Coral Princess. The other one was a P&O cruise. So the Coral Princess came into Sydney. Everybody kicked up a stink about 114 people on COVID, of which 100 were crew, and I think it was 4 that were guests. Okay. P&O, the P&O Explorer pulled into White Bay in Sydney, which is the second harbour that Sydney has. And the media was there in droves, ready to put down the petri dishes of cruising. Only to find out that, well, really, it's not that big a deal. To be quite honest, the reporters were fighting against each other. Well, isn't that crazy stuff? To be honest, folks, I think everybody should just get a bit of a chill down and realize that we're going to have COVID here to stay, and as a result, we need to treat it just the same way we treat the flu. G'day, Najuma. Welcome aboard. How you doing? I believe somebody's really excited about 86 days, I believe. Well, I'm one of them, I know, but somebody else. So, suffice it to say, we are dealing with a media here in Australia which need to just calm down. They cannot continue to look for headlines. And as soon as the media realizes that, everybody's life will go back to normal. Because right now, I don't know about you guys in the US, but here in Oz, we're getting sick of the media. All they're looking at is trying to dramatize issues and so cause issues. So as far as we're concerned, cruising's back to stay. And everybody's having a great time. I believe Najuma started packing. I believe the 25 channels that are going on this cruise have all started packing. I've been given my my one and only what do they call that thing? Ziploc bag. Yeah. Well. If it isn't the recipient number 1, Mr. Kenny. He's in the chat typing through a phone. Is not tagging everyone. Who else are you listening to, Kenny? Whose other stream are you in? let us know. Mate, thank you for sharing it out on Facebook and YouTube community tab. Hopefully we get a whole stream more people coming in for the chat. That'd be awesome. Okay, so as I said before, we've had a couple of ships come into Sydney. Funny, it's only the Sydney Harbour that's got the issues. But anyway, a couple of ships coming into Sydney, and they've both had cases of COVID on board. So that's going to come to an end, we hope, fairly soon. G'day, Jimmy. How are you? Nice to have you, my friend. And everybody else that's there. So g'day. Nice to see you. And okay, so moving right along, the good news is cruise ships right now are trying their hardest to actually promote, well, not cruise ships, but cruise lines right now are trying their hardest to promote new cruises coming up in the future. So what I've been trying to do is find the group cruise for for 2025, January of 2025, and unfortunately, the furthest cruise that they've got going right now is for, I believe it's September of 2024. So we'll just wait for that itinerary or those itineraries to populate, and then we shall have our group cruise in 2025, going somewhere out of Sydney or Melbourne. We would prefer Melbourne, but hey, out of Sydney, so that you guys can get to see the fireworks before we actually leave. So there we go. I think we're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. Now, let's come to this cruise. The group cruise that's going on in 86 days. Currently, we're sitting with 25 channels. We've got 21 cabins booked. We've got 50-odd people going on the cruise. We're expecting to have up to about 60 people at the meetup. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. Really, really, really exciting. And the meetup is going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn, Airport West, Miami. And so we're going to have an absolute ball meeting up with everybody. A lot of people I have not met. Well, everybody who's in the US I have not met physically, but having met them through this stream makes it all the more exciting to get together with them. Mick, let me just clarify one thing. Even though Amy is coming on the group cruise, she will not put out for the Outback restaurant. So, no, it's not going to be. We're going to have to do this on the cheap. So the meetup will be at the hotel we're staying at pre-cruise, because most of us will be staying there. But we'll be able to organise some food to come on in, and we'll have an absolute ball, no doubt. Besides, the Outback Steakhouse is not Outback because there's no kangaroo. You can't eat kangaroo meat. There's no crocodile meat. I mean, what are we going to do? So we'll figure out stuff, and we're going to have an absolute ball. Okay, so something's happening here. Something got hided. I just brought it back. Cool. Okay, so yes, we are going to be having an absolute ball. So first thing on the for the cruise. Now, those who are coming, those who are newbies to cruising, my suggestion would be, folks, things that are important for you for the day of the cruise. So the day we go on. So things like if you have any medication, keep that with you. Your passports, all your documentation, keep that with you as well. Change your clothes, because that might become necessary if you either want to have a bit of a nap or your cases don't get there on time. You might want to have a change of clothes, into say maybe a pair of bathers or swimming costumes or whatever. Or you might feel a bit cool, like that's going to happen. But anyway, you might feel a little bit whatever. You need a toothbrush or whatever. Keep that with you in the backpack. All the other stuff you can put into your suitcases, and when you get to the port, you just hand those to the porters and let them take those on board the ship for you, and they'll do that in their own time. But the key thing is have things like, oh, thank you, Jimmy, well pointed out, things like your charging solutions, like your phone chargers and multi-plugs devices, etc. Those would be very useful for you to carry on board with you. Also, Najuma, you were asking questions about getting soda, the drinks, like the Pepsis and the whatever. Yes, do purchase those. Like, we're going to be buying a couple bottles of wine before we come on board, and bring that on board ship with us. And you know what? Even if we paid the corkage for having the drink in the restaurant, the corkage is still cheaper than buying the bottle of wine. So on board ship. So you come on board with the things you really, really find you absolutely need, and put the rest of the stuff in your suitcase, and let the porters bring that up. So that if they brought that up, say at, not that they're going to, but let's say they brought it up at 8 o'clock at night, and you needed a set of clothes to change into for the dinner, you could already have that done. Or if your phone went, you needed to keep your phones charged because of all the vlogging that everybody's going to be doing, well, then you could bring that in and carry on. So in our case, what's happening is Ilana will come on board with a backpack which will have our overnight stuff that we need, clothes and deodorants and toothpastes and all those toiletries and all those sort of things. And I will be coming on board with all our electronics. So I'll be carrying both mine, and I think Ilana's going to bring her laptop along as well. So I'll be carrying 2 laptops, and we'll both have our phones, and I'll have the chargers and all that sort of stuff in my backpack. And then we'll go on board with those, and so we'll be rocking and rolling. First thing we do, head out to the muster drill, get that out of the way. Once we've done the muster, we can then go and get something to eat and drink and just relax, because all the important stuff has been done. So get that out of the way, and then go and check out our cabin. Good news is our cabin is one of the cove balconies, which means we're nice and close to the water. So I just stick my hand out, get a bit of splash, and there we go. I'll be as happy as Larry. Well, not Larry, because he's not here at the moment. I'll be a happy chap. Yeah. So there we go. And then there are a few of us that are going to be partaking of the meal the first evening. We'll be having steak at the steakhouse restaurant. It's called the Fahrenheit 555. We'll be having dinner there. Good morning or good evening, Lorraine. How are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hope you're feeling great. We're just talking about the first day things that people should be carrying on board. By the way, Ilana will be carrying our passports and itineraries and our boarding passes and all those sort of things. And yes, I know she's carrying the money as well. So, I shouldn't have said that. You'll all go and spend time with her and leave me holding the bag. I mean, the camera. Anyway, I'll just keep going on. I think I need a drink. Oh my God, 86 days. Lorraine is already telling me that Ilana will be carrying me. Highly unlikely. I'd probably be carrying her. G'day to Lorraine there. Yes. Which she are you referring to, Jimmy? If you're talking about Ilana, yep, she's buying the first round. definitely. She's buying, and the jeans that I'll be wearing, she'll have bought that as well. And I'll be wearing pretty much what you see, either this or the group cruise one or the Helping Hands for Cruising t-shirt. So and yeah, Ilana forked out the money for that as well. So yeah, Ilana's getting everything, as Jimmy has so pointed out. Yes. So we're going to be having an awesome time. So bring on your backpack with all the important stuff that you need immediately. Your suitcases will come in. They'll be delivered to the cabin by the porters or the room staff. Then I suggest there will be a little bit of time. I don't think all the cabins will be open and available and ready for us to go into at that point. So the good news is, yes, go and get some food. Now the question is, where to go? Are we going to go to the buffet? Are we going to go to Guy's Burgers? Are we going to go to the MDR? I mean, these are all important questions. Maybe Ilana might go to the salad bar. I don't know. But we'll try and work on going to places to get something decent. Jimmy says the Guy's Burgers. You reckon? Anybody else got any other comments? Guy's Burgers or the buffet? My first drink will probably be something soft, like maybe a beer, something soft. I know that Gary from the cruising scene will want to try and get me totally blind, so she'll actually get me Gary will actually get me a tequila sunrise, maybe. That's what he reckons. Kenny is saying that I'm making him hungry. Talk about food. Mate, you're always hungry. So what can I say? Najuma reckons Guy's Burgers. Yeah, Guy's Burgers. That's an interesting one, right? Guy's Burgers. Maybe we might even go to the Pig and Anchor, because I know Pig and Anchor, they've got the brewery right behind them, and they brew their own beer on board. I might give that a go. Give that a try. Then again, we'll see. But Najuma, as you did ask beforehand, you can get. I believe there are some shops there that you'll be able to get your soda pop, whatever you call it, your soft drinks, and bring that on board. I don't know. What are you into, Pepsi or Dr. Peppers? Lorraine is saying go to the Blue Iguana for nachos and margaritas. Can you have them both? Jimmy's saying Kenny will have to review all the food choices on board. And Jimmy, mate, thank you for popping in. It was nice. It's always nice to have you on board with us. One day we're going to have to do a collab, you and I. Either you come on our live or we come on yours, and we just have a collab. Just chew the fat and talk about all things cruising. But hopefully, Jimmy, you have a great live, and hopefully you get to come and spend some time with us at the meetup before the cruise if you can. Okay, so, all right, so we're going on this group cruise. Let's just see what's this group cruise all about. I mean, got to have some fun. Is that not going to be fun or what? What can I say? We're just going to have the most awesomest time ever. Yep. Well, the old air horn tells us that's the case. So let's see how we go. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but really cannot wait. Cannot wait. Stream Elements is saying, welcome to Brunch with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support our channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Yes, the good news is Helping Hands for Cruising now has 2 recipients, one going on the October cruise, another one going on the Fantastic Studios cruise in March. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. Yeah, you're quite right. Absolutely. It is going to be unbelievable. We're going to be spending so much time meeting up with awesome people who really deserve it, and people who are going to have loads and loads and loads of fun. Bringing memories, because I know at the end of the day, these people may not have had the same kind of memories that we have had, and so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So we're enjoying that. Looking forward to it. So now the first thing is we'll have had our meals. We'll have had our the sail away party coming out of Miami, going straight out into the ocean and sailing out. I just cannot wait. Big thing for us though, jumping on the plane out of Melbourne, flying across to Auckland, saying g'day to some Kiwis, and then once we've said g'day to the Kiwis, we're going to get onto another plane and fly 19 hours, 19 hours. Land up in Houston, we'll have flown 19 hours. We get on the plane at 11 o'clock in the morning, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, that's 4. So we're going to get on the plane and land in Houston at 3:20 in the afternoon. That means we'll have done 4 hours of flying. How do you do 19 hours and get that into 4? I mean, seriously. I mean, how confusing. Kenny can't wait to experience the group cruise. My friend, you are going to have the most amazing time, let me tell you. So, yes, and then so we're going to spend the night in Houston, and hopefully we're going to catch up with a few other people in Houston. I think one of those people we'll catch up with is young Mr. Eric B. Hopefully. And then the next day, we fly into Fort Myers, spend some time with my cousins, and then get this party rolling. So now we're going to be in Miami 2 days before the cruise. So we're going to have a look around. We might catch up and meet people like Sarah and Glenn from Travel to a Taste. I know we're going to spend some time with Donovan from RV on the Wayside and his lovely wife, Jody. I believe there's an interloper, a young upstarter by the name of Larry, who will be, not to mention any names, but Larry, I believe, will be coming into Miami beforehand. So we're going to have a few people meeting up beforehand, getting the flow of friends coming in. So that's going to be awesome. Meeting up, and then we get on to the cruise. Now, you know what? All the photos we've seen, we're still so excited. I mean, we think we actually know Miami, but I don't know. How wrong can we be? So we're going to get on board. We're going to go into Miami and just stare at this huge, huge ship. And then eventually we'll be able to get on board. So we'll get on board the ship. And Kenny, I know that you're going to stand there with your mouth on the floor. Literally. Ugh. You look at this thing. It is friggin' huge. How can like 3,000 people get on this thing? And then you go in and you get settled. You go up to the Lido deck. you start walking through and you have a look at all the different food opportunities and choices. I mean, the biggest thing about going on the cruise is deciding what you're going to eat. There's just so much food. Excuse me, Kenny and folks. So, Kenny, your first choice is, what do I try first? And then you're going to try and vlog it. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. What am I going to try first? Is it something in the buffet? Is it something from Guy's Burger? Is it just sniff? What about a pizza? I mean, the choices are endless. And you go in there, and I know that you're going to spend 7 days, 300 meals a day, and just pick what you want to eat and taste test it. It's going to be fun. You just won't know what to do with yourself. Lorraine's saying that Miami is incredibly expensive. Hey, you know what? Any place that brings in bucket loads of people is expensive because they'll capitalize on what they can at the time. So, yeah, it's true. Miami is expensive. Yes. Oh, sorry. Just a shameless promotion. The Down Under Cruises, if you want any merch, Down Under Cruises mug, T-shirts, shot glasses, all the Down Under merch. The good news is whatever we make through the Down Under Cruises, whether it be a tip or whether it be the merch, all those funds go back into Helping Hands. So we can get more people like Kenny and James and his lovely wife, Cindy Catanese. We want to have almost a cruise a month if we can get to that. Somewhere around the world. Can you imagine? A cruise a month. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now, here's the thing. The way that we can get people into being part of Helping Hands for Cruising, as in a recipient, is one of you goes and nominates somebody. Now, we don't care where they come from, whether they are from the cruising background, or whether they come from the RV world, whether they come. Oh, I misread you, Lorraine. I'll fix that up in a minute. But as I was saying, it doesn't matter where the people come from. Nominate them. Nominate them in a video. Put that video up to the Helping Hands for Cruising board, and we will then have a look, and we'll decide whether or not they deserve to be funded, or whether they do deserve to be funded. And most likely, we'll have some funding for them. And more importantly, if you have a cruise, if you are part of a group and you are putting on a group cruise, whatever, and you want to you want to host someone who's from on a cruise, just simply put that forward to the board, and the board will discuss it, and they will be absolutely grateful, and definitely will consider using your cruise as an opportunity to bring on a recipient. If you want to get a hold of us, all my details, or all our details, are at the bottom of the description. So just jump in there and message us, Facebook us, whatever, and we'd be happy to assist with that. G'day, Troy. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board. And again, Lorraine did say not expensive but impressive. Yes, you are correct. My mistake, my misreading. You see, I wasn't wearing my 4 eyes. I can't wear them anyway, because when I look at that screen, it goes all blurry. They need a good old cleanup, so maybe we'll give them a wash. Troy wants a Cuban sandwich. Troy, you need to be on a cruise ship to do that. I know you're going to be doing that in March, I believe. That'll be your whatever cruise. So that'll be awesome. Lorraine said she found a perfect nominee. but she even gets seasick watching water on TV. Well, that's cool. Well, we can organise for her to get assistance um, through maybe Dramamine or whatever medication. So let's see how we can do that. But if you found the perfect nominee, awesome, bring them on board. So, Miami has lots of Cuban sandwiches. Awesome. So Troy, when you come on down, you're gonna have to take me out and show me where to get a Cuban sandwich. I believe that we're going to be, I don't know, there's a bucket load of people that are going to be coming in to see us in Houston when we land. We're going to be there for 24 hours, and there's a bucket load of people that are going to be either taking us for dinner or trying to take us to Buc-ee's or anyway, all these happy places. It's going to be fun. Lots and lots and lots of fun. And so, yeah, why not? If you haven't already booked, why not go talk to Cindy Spiker? Come on board. You know, we're just gonna have an absolute ball. The thing that I think awesome is just having quality time with people we've never met, we've never had the opportunity to meet, and now we're going to meet them. So that's going to be awesome. Troy's saying will do, mate. So good, glad you're on board with that. Anyway, if anybody out there is still looking to donate to the Helping Hands for Cruising, we got the QR code there. You can actually click on that code, and it will bring up the Helping Hands for Cruising PayPal. And so all you need to do is just place a deposit in the deposit box, and we would be extremely happy to use that for a candidate who becomes a recipient. So yes, so we're definitely looking forward to spending quality time with everybody. I will be quite surprised when I meet everybody, because then I will realize that everybody is not this big. They're actually a bit bigger than that. I shot a piece of something somewhere. Anyway, I'll find it later. So we will be looking forward to actually seeing a whole body. I really don't know if Troy actually does have legs. Kenny, I know, has got a walker, but Najuma, I don't know if Najuma's got legs either. I know Najuma's got a waist. I know that Troy's got a waist. I know Nick P's got a waist, but well, he's not coming down anyway. He doesn't want to be with us. That's his problem. Doesn't want to meet us at the meetup. He's got some excuse about going to Ireland or something like that. I don't know, Dublin or something like that. Stream Elements has just put its 2 cents worth in and said that if you want, you can tip using the Stream Elements link. So go ahead, folks, do that. Troy has nubs for legs. Do they touch the ground? Mm-hmm. So yeah, okay, that's cool. Nubs for legs. Nubs or knobs? Anyway, we've got. I wonder whether Jimmy from the Astute Tourist has got any legs as well. Anyway, folks, if you're tired of listening to my claptrap, there's the Astute Tourist, which is Kenny. Can you put in, if you wouldn't mind, can you put in Jimmy's link? That'd be awesome. So people can go and have a look at that if they wish. Let's see who else was in there. Nick, yeah, that's all that have admitted to being in. Those are the only ones that have actually made some sort of chat or comment. Troy said yes, but I've walked my feet off and just have nubs now. Oh, really? Where did you walk to or from? What were you in a walking marathon? Oh, Ooh, Lorraine. What a vision. Lorraine has legs but no pants. What a vision. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. That worries me. Um, I'm just, oh God. Lorraine with just legs and no pants. It's almost as bad as my budgie smugglers. Um, also, some of the things that we're going to be doing is we've already organised to have dinner the first night. There's you if there are people that are in the chat that are going to come with us on the cruise and have not booked for the steakhouse restaurant, but want to go on the steakhouse restaurant, um, then I'm going to just suggest that you book. It may not be in our time slot, but half an hour before, half an hour after, that'd be awesome. Hey, g'day, Kiwi and Oz. Welcome aboard. You've been here for 5 minutes. How you doing? Very well, thank you. How are you? How's Brizzy treating you? Hope it's treating you well. Um, so we're just talking about the cruise that's coming up in 86 days. And definitely we are just still looking for an itinerary for the 2025 group cruise that we're going to be having out of Sydney. So we're just still looking for an itinerary for that one. And hopefully we'll get one fairly soon. It looks like they're still just doing itineraries for September of 2024. So anyway, we'll see how we go with that. So Alyssa, I hope everything's working well for you in Brizzy, and hopefully you did actually get to the port, the cruise terminal to have a look at the Coral Princess and or the P&O Explorer coming in and out of Brizzy. I hope you did get that opportunity. Yes, so you're enjoying. Alyssa's enjoying listening to all our excited build up to the cruise. You know what? I can't tell you how excited I am, because the truth of the matter is, Alyssa, you flew over from NZ into a new place, and it's almost, when you first come on in, a change is better than a holiday. But yeah, Kenny is saying no pants, Lorraine. He's in the wrong chat. I haven't heard Kenny make that comment in ages, so I must be in the wrong chat for Kenny to make that comment. Anyway, so as I was saying, Alyssa, a change is as good as a holiday, and it's been over 1,600 days since we last had a holiday. And for us, our last holiday was on the Sun Princess, going out to Fiji, New Caledonia, and the South Pacific. So that was an awesome trip. But then we had those cancellations, and I'll tell you what, I need a break. I need a holiday. Troy is saying that he has walked most of the Middle East, Northwest Africa, Europe, and about half of the US, Panama, Honduras, and many other places. We used to call our boots LPC, leather personnel carriers. Yeah, I get that. And mate, thank you for your service and appreciate all the walking you've done. Maybe you can get one of those Segway things. You know, those things you stand on and then they move for you. Anyway, Alyssa, things are good. No, never got the opportunity to see the ships. She really does want to go on the Norfolk cruise. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be awesome. Go on that cruise. Don't want to, just organize it. Get it done. Get it done, girl. Get it done. Have you ever cruised before, Alyssa? Have you ever been on a cruise ship? I mean, seriously, get it done. It's fun. Fun in the sun. I mean, Ilana and I have this discussion many a time, right? What's the best thing about cruising? Best thing about cruising, you get on a cruise ship, you stick your bags in the cupboard, you unpack everything, and you leave it there. Then it's a matter of deciding, what will I do? Where do I want to go? What will I do? And you can just have bugger load of fun. Yeah, Troy makes a very good comment, Kenny. You go commando, Kenny. What are you talking about? Wrong chat? Yep, you're right. Now we've told the whole world. Alyssa's never cruised and will next year, definitely. Well, Alyssa, you're going to find it absolutely exciting because you get on this thing, like I say, you unpack your bags and you let that travel take you around. So it's taking you from destination to destination. You have accommodation while you're on board, and there is entertainment left, right, and center. All your food is taken care of. You don't have to make your bed. You don't have to serve yourself. You don't have to cook. All right? I mean, there are some places there where some restaurants, depending on which cruise ship you're on, but there are some cruise ships that do have an upcharge. And the benefit to having that is you can then make decisions. Do I want to eat something a little bit nicer today? Or do I just want to stay with the normal food that's on the cruise ship that is extremely edible, that is extremely plentiful, and I can have as much or as little as I want? So cruising, what a way to go. I mean, you pay, look, be honest with you, our flights going over to the US and back are more expensive than the cruise. So there we go. One of the cruises that go from Brizzy, so P&O will cruise from there. You've got Princess, which will cruise from there. You've got Royal Caribbean will cruise from there, and NCL will cruise from there as well. I think there's about 5 or 6 cruise lines that are all cruising out of Brizzy, Sydney, and Melbourne. So there's quite a bit of choice. You just pick up. I mean, I can have a quick look here. I'll have a quick look. Cruises. Cruises. So I can have a look at the schedule by port and see what's going out there. So Cruise Mapper has got a cruise schedule. So let's look at, I'm just going down to Australia, and let's have a look at cruises going out of Brisbane. Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. So you've got, let's have a look. Cruises from Brizzy. We've got the Pacific Encounter, which is P&O. You've got Quantum of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean. You've got the Coral Princess, which is so there's 3 cruise lines that are sailing out of Brizzy. And soon there will be Carnival, which will also be putting in a cruise that's coming out of Brizzy as well. I think it'll be the Carnival Splendor, or Carnival Spirit. I think the Splendor's no more, but the Carnival Spirit that's going to be coming out of Brizzy as well. So that's going to be awesome. G'day V, how you doing? Nice to bring you on board. We've got Alyssa saying, oh nice, don't mind flying to Sydney or Melbourne. Yep, the good thing is you come on in, and it doesn't matter where you come in from. There are ships going out. I mean, you've got three different cruise lines right now, or 3 different ships right now that are sailing out of Brisbane. So, have a look and you'll see. It'll be awesome. Gonna have lots of fun. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't do this correctly. I've got to do this for this is for V. G'day V, g'day, welcome aboard. Excuse me, nice to have you here. Oh, better this one. Yeah. And all right, V, just for you, I'll do it again. Or would you prefer this one? Um, we've got Alyssa saying, "Cool." Well, look, I mean, the key thing that you've got to take a look at when you're sailing out of any port is the cost to actually get to that port and what's the downside. So for you to fly to Sydney or Melbourne, your downside is how much luggage can you carry. A cruise going out of Brizzy, there's no downside. You carry as much luggage as you want. So there you go. Yeah, I know, V. I know. What can I say? I'm just hilarious. Yeah, but you know the truth. Philip, you do not want to sail from Brisbane during summer months. This is cyclone time. You go to Melbourne or Sydney during winter months. You go to Brisbane. Philip, how come every time you get on, you got to say something negative? I mean, seriously, a cruise out of Brisbane? Who cares if there's a cyclone? Seriously, the ship will handle it. Even though you'll get dizzy going round and round and round. But and flying and don't bother us with details there. Seriously. No ship goes through a hurricane if they can help it, or a tornado, or a cyclone, if they can help it. Alyssa says she only needs one suitcase. That's cool. Tell Ilana that. She's giving me a Ziploc bag. Kenneth, for those that may be wondering, I've not been to bed yet. Kenny, that's not good, my friend. You need your sleep. Yes, well, at any rate, Phil, lucky Phil, welcome aboard, Mr. Blister. Welcome aboard. All right. So 86 days to go. What do you got to do in the meantime? In the meantime, for those 86 days, well, for those of you that are on your side of the pond, really not a great deal. Just make sure you've got your ID. But again, Ilana and I have suggested that you bring a passport with you. You never know. It is important. You never know. Also, interesting news out of the CDC. The fact that they've just washed their hands of cruising right now. They've attempted to stuff it up. It didn't work, so they've decided to wash their hands of it. And the good news is it's up to the cruise lines now whether or not we have to test before getting on board a ship. We don't need to test to go into the US, so that's going to be okay. Whether or not we wear a mask, that's going to be awesome too. So Philip is saying that he had his honeymoon during February at South Mole Island. They flew into Hamilton Island in the middle of a cyclone. Well, that's an airplane. An airplane is the thing that goes in the sky, and it comes in and lands on the ground. Now, I can understand that thing flying into a cyclone. I cannot understand a ship going into a cyclone, because ships don't sail into bad weather. They try and sail around it. Goodness me. Stream Elements are saying Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page. There's the link. Donate to help special needs people go on a cruise. Direct PayPal link is there. Actually, the QR code above my head here is what you could use to actually donate to Helping Hands. Okay, so I would suggest some of the other things is get your things in order. If you are going to be away for a while, my suggestion would be organize whatever bills need to be paid. Organize your medication as well. Make sure that you've got that ready and with you. And I would put medication into your overnight bag, right next to your passport, right next to your toothbrush, right next to that extra pair of jocks. And everybody should be excited with that. G'day, Eric. How are you, Sir Eric? Nice to talk to you, buddy. Hopefully we can chat more later. I hope everything's sorted with you and your cabin partner. So that's going to be awesome. Mate, you must be getting excited. That cruise is 86 days away. 86 days away. Can you imagine? 86 days away from being 7 days a week with me. Well, I think everybody's going to gravitate around Ilana by the end of this thing. That's what I reckon. It's going to be fun. So looking forward. So looking forward. All right. I'm going to try and look for this right now. See if I can find that. I might go on a bit of a hold, but you can hear my voice, which is awesome. Let me just bring that up. I've got to bring this up because there's a young man who inspired me to do this, and so here it is. Here it comes.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul, and floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach? One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know, that's an awesome video. Thank you very much to FatMat Adventures for putting that out there. And yes, Kenny, thank you for hitting the buttons. At the end of the day, folks, FatMat Adventures and his lovely wife, Amy, put this together out of the goodness of their heart, and it just encapsulates everything about helping hands for cruising. So we really appreciate that video. And yes, thank you for all those who have assisted and provided some funds so that people like Kenny and James and Cindy Catanese could have that opportunity to have a cruise of a lifetime. Absolutely awesome. This is a charity that we don't want to let slide. It's a charity that's there to stay. And so we're hoping to get people on more and more and more cruises. So just looking for any creators out there that would like to host a cruise, come on board. You know, all you got to do is put your hand up, and we can organize for your next group cruise a recipient, hopefully. So that's the goal anyway. That's the goal. At the end of the day, folks, we are so looking forward to spending time meeting all of you. Those of you that have been in for a little while in the chat, do me a favor, folks. Hashtag create, hashtag support, hashtag looking forward to the cruise, hashtag whatever you want to put in there, and let's get people. If you haven't seen any of those channels, please, I invite you to either subscribe or to actually check them out. Do the same. Check out, if you like what you see here, please hit the friends button, the subscribe button, and certainly hit the likes. We need a couple more likes. We are actually trying to get another 30 friends on board so that we can hit the 500 and get the community tab. So let's get it done. Let's get it done. What are we sitting on right now? We're sitting on... won't tell me, actually. Oh, yeah. We're sitting on 470 friends. Helping Hands is sitting on 105, so we could do with a few more there. Goal for us and Helping Hands is to get that channel monetized. So that would be awesome. Yeah, so we're just coming up to the hour fairly shortly. Want to thank you all for coming on board. Definitely looking forward to seeing all you folks. For those on our side of the pond, it'll be Saturday at midday. We've got a couple of special guests coming on board, and I think you'll like them both. 2 different sets, 2 different channels. So I think you will like them both. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You just have to come and see. Yes, so have those of you on the other side of the pond, it'll be Friday night your time. What I'm going to suggest is, folks, what I suggest is come on board, check us out, have some fun with us, and please have the most awesome Wednesday hump day today, and please continue to have a great week, and when we catch you up on the weekend, we shall catch you and have some fun. It's going to be a ball. Folks, enjoy, take care, look after each other, and as I always say, Slater, have fun, bye.